wouldn't say that I'm a very hateful person in general, but when there's a small pet peeve that gets on my nerves, I tend to get absolutely infuriated. This video leaves out a few of the pet peeves that I already have or am yet to ramble about on my shorts, so make sure to watch those as well. Without further ado, here are some pet peeves that get under my skin the most. I hate sitting on the left side of anything. From tables to couches to any vehicle at all. Having to sit on the left side always drives me crazy for no reason at all. My working theory is that it has to do with my left dominance. If you didn't know, I'm left-handed, left-footed, and left-eye dominant, and I tend to notice that my left arm and leg are way stronger than on my right, leaving my right side vulnerable. My theory is that my body instinctively recognizes the vulnerability of my right side and chooses to leave my left side exposed whenever possible. Now, this could have just been the stupidest thing I ever said, but I really feel like I'm onto something. Whenever I get in the car, though, this desire to sit on the right is at its peak. My family knows me well and usually lets me sit on the right side. However, when I get in the cars of friends, I usually have to embarrassingly explain to them how I get a bit weird when I have to sit on the left side of the car. And if you were wondering, yes, this does make driving a bit more difficult. I also am crazy sensitive in my shoulders. So sensitive, in fact, that I will flinch and jump if someone touches them in the wrong spot, meaning seatbelts were never my friend. I've more or less gotten used to the feeling of seatbelts on my right shoulder. However, my left shoulder is completely not used to that, which drives me insane. During times where I've had to sit on the left side of the car, I've acted not too mature about it. This is torture! There has even been one time where I ended up asking a 7-year-old if we could switch places in the car before a drive because I wasn't mature enough to suck it up and sit on the left side. Yes, I had to ask a little kid to switch because I wanted a certain seat in the car. I am not proud of that moment. It really used to tick me off when I was in school and the teacher would take attendance, expecting everyone to just say here when their name was called out and move on. But there's always that one little girl who thinks she's so quirky and special by shouting, "Present!" Yes, I understand why you might have assumed that I would shout the same thing due to my chosen username. However, I have actually got really ticked off anytime I would hear a girl use "present" instead of "here," like they were more special than everyone else in the room. It's always the popular girly girl who does this as well. Like, I don't know what goes on in their head when they do this. Is it, "Tee, what if today, instead of saying here like everyone else, I say present? Oh, that would be so funny. Everyone would think I'm so quirky for not doing what everyone else is doing." Because no, nobody finds that quirky. It only makes you look like an annoying attention seeker. One of the things that drives me the craziest has got to be templates. Yes, templates in general, especially when there's no option to go without a template. I really enjoy the process of doing everything myself, and I mean everything. I want to make my own backgrounds, draw my own assets, type or write everything by my own wording, and if there's anything else involved, I'd like to make that myself as well. One instance in particular where this really annoyed me has got to be my computer class in 9th grade. Our teacher was teaching us how to use Canva for different uses. I am not very fond of that app in particular due to the lack of the ability for custom edits. Yeah, I know it's not supposed to be like Photoshop or a drawing software, but you can hardly do anything yourself in that software. It's all templates and assets and drag and drop graphics. I was having none of that, and I decided to painstakingly use the software's draw feature to draw my own assets. Let me make you aware, in this situation, we only had access to touchscreen Chromebooks with no computer mouse, so I looked like an idiot holding the laptop's monitor like a tablet attempting to draw on it with my finger. Last on this list, we have things that are supposed to be touching, but just barely don't. Seeing this happen messes with me. It sends an itch through my skin every time I see a chair an inch away from the wall without touching it, or I see the tiniest crack between a couch and an ottoman. I would do anything in my power to push the two items together at all costs, no matter how stupid I would look doing so. Let me make this clear. I do not have OCD, but this absolutely kills me. My family's living room has an ottoman right next to one of our couches. It sits next to the couch because we barely use it. However, it must be touching that couch at all times. Whenever I even feel like that thing might be 1 millimeter away from the couch, I stop what I'm doing and I push it back together. That stupid ottoman is my worst enemy. I keep that thing around only because my cat likes to sit on it next to me when I sit on the couch. Anyways, that's my silly story for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.